calling it a love song.
Hey guys, it's Mary Jim and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be how would your crush or your significant other, but like mostly your crush, feel if you were to confess your feelings. So we have 4 piles here today. Pile number 1 with the W. Pile number 2 with the Y. Pile number 3 with the X. And pile number 4 with the C. So these are the 4 piles. Pick as many as you guys would like. Please watch the entire video as well. I love you so much, and let's get straight into it. Hey guys, it's Mary Jim and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be how would your crush react if you basically were to confess your feelings. What would be their reaction? You know, would it be negative, positive? Remember, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates. There are only 4 piles here today, so it's like again even more general. So yeah, like I said, take what resonates, see what does not, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. I love you so much, and yeah. So pile number 1, how would they react if you were to confess your feelings? Okay, so your song is Happy by Pharrell Williams. So okay, so far so good. Let's see. We have the Dora the Explorer upright. Okay, and I'm using my old cards, like guys, only the OGs remember these cards, like okay. Yeah, then we got the World card upright, we got the Teardrops upright, 6 of Swords, Queen of Swords, I Hope You Don't Hurt Me upright, 2 of Pentacles, and then also the the Knight of Pentacles upright. So how would they react, bro? It's very interesting actually. I feel like it's like on one end it's so emotional, which is very surprising to me, you know. Like it's a very surprising thing. I think if you were to go and tell them that you like them, I think they would be definitely overwhelmed. Like they would feel so happy, but at the same time they would feel like they're kind of losing a part of you in a sense, you know. They might feel like they feel like they're losing a part of you. It's like they're saying yes to one thing, but then they're saying no to a whole nother thing, basically, you know. I think especially if you guys have been friends for like such a long time, like if you guys have been friends, like even if it's like only 3 months or like 3 to 6 months or like a year or 2 years, or like you guys have only been on like basically 6 dates or 4 dates or whatever, I think they're just gonna be saying it's like they're sad but they're happy and there's someone outside my door. That's why I'm like. But yeah, anyways, I just feel like they're gonna be very like yeah, sad. Even though the song's called Happy, it's like because like I'm thrown off by like, you know, the Tear card, the 6 of Swords, and then also the Queen of Swords, you know, and then the I Hope You Don't Hurt Me card. Let me just show you the rest of the cards as well while I'm at it. The World card, Dora the Explorer, Knight of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. So definitely you could be you could either be a water sign or they could be a water sign, and then you could be definitely the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and then maybe they're like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because I'm definitely getting Capricorn and Gemini, or like your Capricorn Sun, Gemini Moon, Rising, Venus, you know, definitely, yeah, like their moon definitely has to be in Gemini. But yeah, I just feel like they're gonna feel like they're saying goodbye to a part of you in a way, and I think that they're gonna be very sad that they have to basically yeah, it's like they're gonna be sad in a way, even though the song's called Happy. It's like such a paradox. So definitely like Libra type energy, but like let's read your song first. It says, it might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Happiness is the truth. Give me all you got because I'm happy. Okay, so yeah, especially with the Dora the Explorer card, I think that let me try to say this better. So they start off with like the Swords energy. I think that with the Queen of Swords that came up, right, they might still be in the energy where they just feel like you guys are better as how you guys are right now, basically, you know, especially if you guys are friends. I think they want to basically stay friends because they might just be worried about like losing, like, you know, such a positive friendship that could basically blossom into something like, you know, so much more than actually a relationship, you know. Because I get the energy where it's like, of course they want to date you, of course they want all that stuff, but at the same time they're saying, you know, it's like, why can't it rather happen naturally? Like they don't want it to happen unnaturally, you know. They don't want it to like be sprung on them, you know. So if you do tell them, don't do it in like some type of way where you're like, listen, yeah, like I have to, and like you hold their hand, you're like, listen, baby, like, I love you so much and I just need you to know because my heart can't bear it anymore. Like, bro, we cannot be a water sign up in this. No emotion. Okay, no, I'm kidding. But yeah, you know, Queen of Swords basically talks about basically having no emotion. Like, don't be too emotional when you do tell them, because otherwise they might have a negative response, you know. So it's really saying, like, you know, treat lightly, and yeah, don't be too emotional when you do tell them. Try to bring it up as naturally as possible, and in a way even try to, okay, hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. I get the energy where it's like, even manipulate. Okay, don't manipulate them. It depends, you know. That sounded really bad, but I get the vibe where it's like, if you do want to express your feelings, you need to do it in a very delicate situation where it's kind of like, try to make it seem like, you know, especially if this is a male you're talking to, try to make it seem like they came up with the idea, you know, where it's like, just bring it up lightly and then try to make it seem like, yeah, that they had the idea, that they were like, oh yeah, you know, just like start leaving some hints around, start planting the idea, you know, like subliminally, like if they're sleeping, just whisper in the ear like, you're in love with me, you know, just do a little bit of spell magic. No, I'm kidding guys, I'm serious, I'm kidding. Not for real though, but yeah, I think it's really saying just like, you know, don't be too like listening and like don't be too direct, especially if this is like A signs. And the thing about A signs is they always say that they like, you know, directness and everything, but at the same time they are so indirect, it ain't even funny. It's like they're obvious but they're not direct, you know. It's kind of like they'll be wearing a red top and they'll be like, and then they'll be like, yeah, you know, I like it when I wear, well, like, I can't even like describe it, you know, but it's like they're so obvious but they are very indirect, you know. So I think it's saying take into account who they are as a person and like you, what you know they wouldn't like. So if you know that they don't like, you know, over the show, big over the top type things, don't do it, you know. Try to say it to them in a way that like won't get them, don't catch them off guard, you know. Don't say when they're having a bad day. And yeah, so maybe if you do tell them, just wait a bit, you know, especially with the Two of Pentacles, you know, and the the Knight of Pentacles, because I think that they can have definitely a very positive response, especially with the song where it's like happy, you know. I think they could have a very positive response, but at the same time it's like it could end up going like, you know, 360, 180, where it's like did a full 1A, you know what I mean? Especially with it, where it says, I hope you don't hurt me, you know? So I think a part of them also just might feel like they're losing a part of you and like they're saying yes to this one thing, but like they're afraid that like, you know, this friendship's just gonna be like, what if like you guys break up and then you guys lose everything, you know? And I think those are their concerns. Also with the Six of Swords upright, you know, they have a lot of worries, a lot of concerns. I think they do truly care about you, but at the same time, and that's only if you guys have a very strong foundation, like relationship, like friendship. But if you guys have just started dating now, like you guys have been on 3 dates, 4 dates or whatever, or you guys are dating casually 3 months or whatever, it's basically saying I think you guys are still in the part where it's like maybe it's just like the 6 right now, or like it's not the right time right now, you know. So I think if you do it, they would have a positive response. It just depends how you say it and when you say it and why you are saying it, you know. Like, yeah, don't be direct, bruv. Just don't be direct. That's all I can basically say. Two of Pentacles upright, yeah, it's saying that they would have a positive response. I can even see you guys like, you know, dating, having a good time. But like, yeah, like I said, just make sure you say it in a way that isn't too like biting off their head and it's like pushing them in a corner, you know. Yeah, like I said, try to make it seem like it's their idea. Draw the Explorer and then also the World card. That goes hand in hand, bro. So I can see you guys having like, you know, such a fun relationship, such a fun dynamic. Like, bro, it's called happy, you know. I can see you guys having just like great times, happy times. But at the same time, it's like with the Tear card, it's like things can definitely go terribly south, you know, especially if you say it too soon, bro. Maybe you guys are dating and like you want to tell them you love them, so it's just like saying be careful, bruv. Tread lightly, bruv, because yeah, tread lightly, because this could definitely go, like I said, super south unless you handle this right and you wait until the right time. And I know I say there is no such thing as a right time, but I think in this case there is a right time. Like, don't do it when they're in a bad mood. Like, wait when they're in a happy mood. Do it when you actually think you guys are ready. You know, don't try to rush this either. Try to, you know, make it, nurture it, you know, see where this goes basically, you know. Yeah, don't try to rush it too much. Enjoy the friendship phase. Enjoy where you guys are right now. Enjoy the sex if you guys are having sex, you know. Enjoy it. Enjoy the sex, bruv. World card, yeah. because I can even see with the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, I can see you telling everyone else maybe. So like I said, especially if you do like them, you know, don't tell all your friends. You'd be like, okay, like this is my crush, and like you're telling all your friends, and like, oh my word, like, you know, in primary school, like when you used to have a crush and you tell all your friends, and then your friends go see your crush and they tell them and they ask them out for you, and it's like, no, it's just awkward, you know. So like, don't do that either. Like, don't ask them out through a third party. Like, that's also a no. But yeah, like, let me know how it does go though, because it sounds so like, ugh. So like I said, they could have a negative response if you say it too soon, too blah blah blah. But okay, I'm not gonna repeat myself. But yeah, there could definitely be a water sign, or like a water rising, or like just like a Gemini or something, where it's like they think a lot, you know. Because I'm getting a bit of manipulation. And someone actually commented down below in one of my videos on, I forgot which video it was, but like, yeah, someone commented something like, and hey boo, if you're like watching this right now, if you pick pile number 1, she said like, because I mentioned manipulation before, and then she asked basically like, what do you mean by manipulation? Because yeah, so I think that's the energy I'm busy getting. It's a bit of manipulation, you know, a bit of like talking behind your back and stuff like that. So it's like, just like tread lightly, be careful, don't say anything that you're gonna regret either. You know, let it form naturally, and don't try to force it either, because otherwise it won't happen, it won't work. Like, you have to make it think that like it's their idea, bro, like, period. Otherwise they won't like it, you know, especially if this person's like, you know, super dominant, super like old-fashioned, super everything. Like, they must think that it's their idea basically, you know. But yeah, that's what I got for part number 1. I really hope the video resonated. I love you so much, and let's get into the next one. Hey guys, it's Mary Jim, and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be what would happen if you were to confess to your crush. What would their reaction be? You know, like, what would their reaction be? Like, how would they be? Would they be happy? Would they be sad? Would they like, I love you too? Like, what's it gonna be? So let's see, pile number 2. Okay, let's see. Your song is You Need to Calm Down by Taylor Swift, by T Swift. Okay, so we've got the light bulb in reverse, we've got the dolphin in reverse, we've got the princess in reverse, okay? A lot of reversals already. And we've got the 10 of spades, 10 of swords, okay? We have the 2 of wands, we've got the 6 of cups, okay? 3 of pentacles, and the 3 of swords that came up, right? So guys, immediately with all the 3s that I'm busy getting here, 3s have to do with a lot of like miscommunication, has a lot to do with basically being very persistent as well, you know. I think that maybe pile number 2, you might have already asked your crush out in the past, or maybe you've tried, yeah, I think you might have asked him out in the past before, and maybe you didn't get the best response, you know. Yeah, I think you didn't get the best response, and maybe you was wondering, maybe second time's the charm, maybe third time's the charm, fourth time's the charm. Because that's what I'm just getting, where it's like you've probably asked him out before, and if you haven't, I feel like you might have just like, you know, brought it up in conversation and been like, hey, what do you think, you know, if me and you were to like, you know, couple be maka, you know what I mean. You might have asked him that, you know what I mean. But it feels like I'm getting a lot of like sun energy. I'm getting like, you know, strong Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but also getting like strong Aries, Leo, Sag energy as well. Getting strong like Leo energy, honestly. Okay, but how would they react? Like, it's so interesting, because with the 3 of swords, that talks about basically like, let me actually just like look in my file for a second. But the 3 of spades basically talks about like thinking a lot, you know. 3 of spades, worries, physical stress, yeah. Be careful how you communicate in short term. Okay, so I feel like pile number 2, that's like, okay, I get the energy where it's like, if you were to tell them that you like them, I don't think that they would have a negative response per se, you know. I think that they would just feel like, oh, okay, you know, either A, they let you down lightly, like, I don't think anything bad will happen, or B, I just feel like with the 10 of spades, the 10 of swords up right now, it's definitely throwing me off, where it's like, I just feel like the relationship might not work out for the best, you know. I just feel like the relationship wouldn't work out, you know. I think they would let you down maybe easily, you know. Like, I don't think they'd say anything bad. Like, they'd just be like, oh, like, that's so sweet, that's so nice, you know. But I just don't feel the same way, you know, especially with an Aries, because like, something that I like about Aries people is like, you can, like, I'm trying to think now, yeah, like, I think you can talk about basically anything with an Aries. I mean, the granted, you can talk about anything with an Aries, but they will have something to say back to you, you know. And the thing is, if you can't handle an Aries, if you can't like handle them like, you know, telling you how it is, being honest, being brutal with you, it's like, but I think you know them well enough to know that like this would be their typical response, because I feel like either A, you've done this before, or B, you really know how they feel about you, so it's like you really know the response, you really know the answer, you know. But yeah, I think maybe they would either let you down lightly, or like this relationship wouldn't really go too far, you know. If you did ask them out or whatever, I think they might even say yes. You guys might even go on a few dates, but eventually maybe they'll just be like, hey, I don't think this is gonna work out, or I don't really know if this is the right move for us. So, you know, just because Ten of Swords upright, you know, I just feel like overall it's like the relationship might not be going anywhere, you know. They might be moving away, or it's like maybe someone's gonna come back into life. Like there's gonna be external drama, external factors busy playing an influence on basically them being with you, you know. So it's like really complicated. But yeah, let me show you the cards. So we have the light bulb in reverse, we've got the dolphin in reverse, and then we've got the princess card in reverse. And then we also got the Ten of Swords, Two of Wands, Six of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords. So yeah, let's take a look at your song. It says, and I ain't trying to mess with your self-expression, but I just learned a lesson that stressing and obsessing about somebody else is no fun. You need to calm down, okay? Yeah, I feel like they would just let you down lightly, or like they would just be like, oh, that's cool, you know, but like nothing would really happen, you know. Like you could tell them, hey, I like you, and they'll be like, ah, that's a good one, you know, like that's so fun, you know. And then you're like, I just poured my heart out to you, and you're just like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's gonna be that type of vibe where it's like either like they ignore you, or like they don't really take it seriously, you know, or like the relationship just doesn't progress how you would like it to. But I don't think you get like per se a negative response, you know what I mean? But maybe like there's gonna be a reoccurring ex, or just like, you know, like I said, external drama that you can't really control. And yeah, even with the light bulb that came in reverse, I think that maybe they might even ignore you, or like you already said it the first time, or like, yeah, they might even ignore you, or just like not take you very seriously. Yeah, 100%. Then we got the dolphin in reverse. You might not be listening to your intuition right now as well, so I think it's also saying if you've done this before, you might get the same result, or like yeah, you might get the same result as you did before, basically. Yeah, don't stress about this person too much, especially like the song says, you know, you need to calm down. And then we got the princess card in reverse. I just feel like maybe they might be in a relationship even, you know, like you're gonna ask them out, and if they have a girlfriend or boyfriend or partner or whatever, it's gonna be like, they're just gonna be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I have a partner, you know. And it's like, oh, you know, but it's like, it's awkward, but at the same time it's like, it's not rejection per se, it's just like they're taken. So it's like, you know, they're taken. Not, I feel like that sounded bad, but it's like, it's not rejection, it's just like they're saying, oh, I'm sorry, but like I'm seeing someone else, or like I'm in a relationship already, you know. So it's like, oh, you know, like I think that's what would happen in a way. It's just like the relationship can't really go much further than it is right now, you know. Basically, if you guys are friends with benefits, basically it's saying also like they'll just be like, but yeah, you know, I'm really busy with work right now, I can't really commit myself to you like that, you know. Or they'd be like, I just feel like I'm not the right one for you, you know. Like they'll say something like that, you know, where it's like, I think that your feelings won't get hurt per se, you know. You might be a bit disappointed, you might be a bit like sad about it, you might be like, oh my gosh, that hurt so much, like, oh my god. But I don't think you'll actually be like hurt, you know, because I think at the end of the day, you guys will still be able to talk to each other, you know. And I think that's more important than anything, you know. Two of wands are by, you guys will still be talking to each other, you guys will still be hanging out with each other, you guys will still be texting each other. But yeah, talking to each other, I think they'll try to even like reassure you and be like, it's okay, like it's fine, I'm just not interested, or like I have a partner, or like I just feel like we should stay like how we are right now, or like I just don't see you like that, you know. But like I don't think they'll like reject you. It's just like, you know what I mean? Six of Cups that came up, right? That basically talks about, yeah, you know, friendship, you know, overall. So this could be a bit of like a friend zone type moment where it's like they're telling you, hey, I can't do this. Like, you know, it's basically nipping it in the butt before it can get into anything bigger, you know. Especially if they say that they have other obligations, you know, they don't want to lead you on either. They don't want to like, you know, take you down a path, and it's like, it's kind of like, you know, when you just get out of a relationship with someone and then someone asks you out and then you're like, bro, I just got out of a relationship, I can't date anyone right now, like I can't. And like it sucks to hear, but you're happy to hear that rather they're not gonna like, you know, date you just for the sake of it, you know, because then you're just gonna end up getting your heart broken, you know, because they didn't have the right time to basically heal by themselves and everything, you know what I mean. But yeah, I think you're very intuitive, so it's saying listen to your intuition as well, like, you know, think about it, pray about it, think about it, like if you really want to do this, if you really want to, if you want to try again, you know, do you, boo boo. Three of Pentacles, yeah, I just feel like you guys are gonna be talking a lot, like you guys will talk about like a lot of things. So yeah, especially if they are in Aries, you know, like they'll talk back, you know, they'll talk back. Yeah, but this might be like a friend zone type vibe, or just like the relationship won't move on I won't move on much further than you guys are right now. You might even get a kiss, but I don't think that, yeah, you guys will be dating long term basically. I mean, at least not right now, you know. But remember, like tarot is like all fluid, you know. Sometimes like you can still change your future, you know what I mean. But yeah, so like make sure they're actually single when you do ask them and they didn't just get out of a relationship, and it's not going to cause any complications basically, you know. Like yeah, it won't cause any complications, because if it's gonna just like, you know, do more harm than good, I would just say, you know, try to just be there for them right now in the moment, you know. But yeah, that's what I got for part number 2. I hope it resonated, and let's get into the next one. Hey guys, it's Mary Jim and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be how would your crush react if you were to basically confess your feelings? What would their reaction be? Would they be like, oh my god, or would they be like, oh my god? That was the same word, just two different actions, but you know what I mean. So part number 3, let's see. Okay, so let's see. Your song is Vienna by Ben Platt. Okay, honestly I like Ben Platt a lot, he's like super cool. So we got geskok and hartsie in reverse, we got the dolphin in reverse, we got the smiling in reverse, 2 of cups upright, ace of cups upright, broken heart in reverse, yes in reverse, and then attractive that came upright. Wow, okay, I see you. So part number 3, what would the reaction be? That is so weird. Like, let's talk about the yes card that came in reverse. That is so freaking weird. The thing is, I'm like thinking, should I read this as reversal or not? I'm reading it as reversal. So with the yes card, yes basically means no in reversal, but I think if you were to express your feelings to them, weirdly enough, I kind of feel like okay, wait, there's an airplane, like let me just wait. Okay, there was an airplane, sorry about that, but I get the energy where it's like if you were to basically confess your feelings to them, I think that they would just be like, okay, we're dating, or like, you know, I think, okay, the thing is, I'm trying to whisper, but just because I do not want my entire house to hear me. But yeah, I think if you were to basically confess your feelings, I don't think they would say anything bad. Like, they'd be like, okay, cool. Like, I get the vibe where it's like they'd be super okay with it. Like, they'd just be like super chill with it, you know. Like, they wouldn't, like, yeah, I think they'd be super chill with it, because I think with the attractive card, they really see you as, like, you know, very attractive. Yeah, they see you as very attractive, they see you as a potential partner, you know. I think they'd even talk about, you know, okay, like, let's date already, you know, or like, yeah, I think that they would be really, you know, happy, excited, but at the same time, I think if you were to confess your feelings, they might be a bit sad because they wanted to ask you out first, you know. Yeah, I think they wanted to ask you out first before you asked them out first, you know. Yeah, but I don't think they would have a negative response. I think they would just be really happy, you know, really excited. But like, there's a but that I keep saying, because we got the smiling in reverse and we got the yes in reverse, so I think they would be happy to date you, like, you know, they'd be really happy and everything. But like, okay, let me read the song first, because it says, slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile. Why are you still so afraid? What's the hurry? Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you want to be before your time, although it's so romantic. Vienna waits for you, you know. That's so sweet. I think they were literally saying that basically you guys have your whole entire life, you know, to basically be together. Especially with the Ace of Cups upright, you know. Let me show you the cards first. So we got the Hartige Skok Dolphin smiling in reverse. And then we got the Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Broken Hearts in reverse. And then we also have the Attractive upright and the Yes card in reverse. Yeah, I think that if you were to like confess your feelings, I just think they would be like, you have your whole entire life to basically be together, you know. And like you expressing your feelings won't change a thing. Like it won't change how they look at you, you know. I think maybe even like you don't want to tell them I think you want to tell them something else, you know. Maybe you want to tell them you want to move in with them, or like you want to tell them something else, you know, or like you have a big secret you're holding from them. But I think they wouldn't look at you differently, you know. They'd still look at you exactly the same. And they might even be a bit sad because like I said, they're sad that you'd even think that they don't feel the same way, you know. They'd be like, bro, of course I like you back. Like, why would you think that I don't? Or they'd be sad because they wanted to ask you out first, like I said, basically. But yeah, I think they'd have a positive reaction. They'd even ask, you know, like, I think you might be watching this just because, like, for fun maybe. But I think you guys already are dating, or you're already married to this person, or like you know they like you back, bro. So yeah, period, they like you back. I think that's on period. But yeah, I think they would just be a bit like concerned or sad or whatever, because you're like, bro, I like you. Like, why would you think that I don't like you, you know? They'd even be sad like that you'd even question it, you know, weirdly enough, you know. But yeah, like maybe you want to ask him to, like, you know, matric ball, you want to ask him to prom or whatever, or like you want to ask him to move in, because I feel like you're not just asking him one question, like you want to ask him like a bunch of things basically, you know. Yeah, especially with the song, that the song basically talks about, you know, moving too fast in a relationship. And I think yeah, you know, they don't want to move too fast, but they do like you back. I don't think they'd have a negative response or reaction to you if you said that, because they're ready, you know, they're ready to basically take the next step in your life. Yeah, they are ready. They're so ready, bro. It's like whatever you say to them, I don't think they would be surprised at this point, you know. It's like they know you so well. It's like you could tell them, like, you know, the craziest thing ever, they'd still, like, you know, love you, care about you. I mean, but it seems like, yeah, I don't think they would, like, you know, be too much like surprised or whatever. They'd be like, I know you like me. Like, I think that's what they would say, like, I know, bruh. So I feel like the real question is, are you gonna ask him out? Like, are you gonna ask him to be your partner? Are you gonna ask him to be your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever? My nose. But yeah, that's the question. They do like you, bro. Dolphin in reverse. Yeah, they like you a lot. And it's so sweet. Oh, I think you're gonna get a positive response for number 3. Attractive, yes, in reverse. Yeah. But I'm trying to get some bust. I need to get a little bit of negativity, you know, just a little bit. But I'm not getting anything. It's like, you might ask them if they can move in with you, and they might say no. Or if you ask them to be your boyfriend or girlfriend, they might say no, but they do like you, you know. Yeah, I think they do like you. Like, they might reject you for one part, but like they do like you, bro. The feelings are there. If you're wondering, do they like you, the answer is yes. Maybe that doesn't mean that they'll move in with you, or that they'll like marry you or whatever, but they do have feelings for you. That's on period, you know, that you can't deny that. They definitely do like you. I think you guys both like each other as well. Like, it's definitely reciprocated. But maybe they don't want to move too forward. Yeah, they don't want to move too forward as well, you know. So it's like, if you're just gonna ask him like, oh hey, I like you, they're gonna be like, okay. But if you're like, bro, like, let's move in together, let's get married, like, they're gonna be like, whoa, you know, like, well, you know, that's a lot, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm busy getting upon with 3. I really hope it resonated, and let's get into the next one. Hey guys, it's Mary Jim, and I'm back with another video. And today's video is going to be, how would your crush react if you were to confess your feelings? What would their reaction be? So let's see. Pile number 4. Okay, I'm nervous. Let's see. So your song is I Know by Big Sean. Okay, let's see. Okay, I said let's see like 5 times. I'm sorry. Okay, we have the left out card, like, you know, kissing behind your back card. We have the you know, I've got the awkward card, we've got the enthusiastic card, 6 of Swords, soulmates card in reverse. Okay, ooh, I have to walk away upright. We have the 10 of Pentacles, and also the I need you card that came upright. Wow, 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 wow. So my camera actually died and I'm not really sure what the last thing that I recorded was. But yeah, like I said, I'm just going to show you the cards if I didn't, and then we'll get into, you know, how would they react if, yeah, they were to know how you truly feel. So we got the, I don't have names for these cards, guys. I legit don't. I'll think of some names for them, you know, okay? Then we got the Six of Swords, Soulmate in reverse. We got the I Have to Walk Away upright. And then we also have the Ten of Pentacles and I Need You card. Oh, I didn't see the I Need You card. So there's this card, these three. And also the Ten of Pentacles and I Need You card. So I think part number 4, how would they react if you were to tell them how you truly feel? It's really weird because with the soulmate in reverse, I think that's definitely clarified by this card, you know, because I think that they would basically because but am I saying but they would, but it feels like with the okay, wait, let me just start from over. With the I Have to Walk Away card, I think that if you were to tell them how you feel, excuse me, I think that it would just be very awkward. I think it would be like a bit awkward if you told them how you felt. Yeah, it would be a bit awkward, you know. I think the thing is, it would be awkward, but that has nothing to do basically with how they feel about you and how they see you, you know, because I think they truly do, you know, have feelings for you and they do care about you, but at the same time, it just feels like it would be very awkward and like they wouldn't even know how to react basically. Like they'd be like, you know, like they'd be super stunned, shocked, like what the heck, like are you being serious? They might not even believe you, you know, because yeah, I think that they might just like, you know, not take it the right way, but like in a weird way, because I think they do like you, but they would just take it in the wrong way. Yeah, I think they would basically need some time, like for you to convince them, because they don't believe it, you know. Like you could say, oh yeah, I like you, but they wouldn't believe it, you know. Like I'm getting like even, you know, in the Suicide Squad movie, I think the Suicide Squad movie, but like Joker and Harley Quinn, and again, I'm definitely not trying to glorify toxic relationships in any way, shape, or form, but I'm thinking about now we like, he's like, are you willing to die for me? And then he was like, no, that's too easy. Are you willing to live for me? And then like that whole entire scene, you know what I mean? Like it just feels like yeah, it feels like they need some convincing, that they don't believe it, you know. But yeah, like let's take a look at your song. It says, I know you've been going through some things. Whatever just happened had to happen. Only feel bad when you're thinking you need to be taken care of and pampered. He on that childish shit. No games, we grown. I know you've been crying, pouting. Yeah, they would, bro. I think they do like you. Like that's the thing, they do like you, but they just wouldn't have the best response, you know. I think they just wouldn't believe you basically, you know. They might even say that they need some time to think about they might say they need some time to think about it, but I think, you know, after they do think about it, like they'll realize that they do like you. There we go. That, because I was like so confused, because I'm like, what the heck? So I think that initially, especially with this card, you know, so you can see here, like I forgot her name, Gigi. Yeah, Gigi Hadid. So she's like kissing Zayn Malik, and then at the back you can see another Zayn Malik, and he looks all like brooding, like pouting, whatever. So I think that, okay, so I can see that basically if you were to confess your feelings, I think that like maybe, yeah, I think that they would just like, you know, take some time. They'd be like, oh, like I'm not really sure how I feel about you right now, like I need some time to think about it. And you know, that does sound like it's bad news, but I think at the end of the day, I think they will come back. That's the thing, because we have the I Need You card, so I think that they will come back to. I think they'll be like, yeah, you know, I like you too, you know what I mean, like they'll say they like you too, bro, but that's only eventually. Like, you know, I think it might take them like, you know, time, especially with the I Have to Walk Away card. You know, I think it might be really hard for you, and you might just be like, wow, like I think you might even feel just really sad, very heartbroken, and like you might feel very pessimistic. Like you might think, no, they don't like me anymore, blah 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 blah, because they walked away from you, because they needed some time to think about it. And the truth is, it's really hard when you tell someone how you feel and then they're like, oh, I need some time. It's like, damn, why do you need that much time to think about it, you know? But it's like, some people take a long time to, you know, make decisions, you know. That's just how some people are, and you can't really change that, you know. But yeah, I think after they've decided, after they've like thought about it, you know, a lot, I think that they will come back and they'll be like, yo, I like you too, like what's poppin'. especially with the I need you card. So yeah, they'll come back 1000%. And then we've got the Ten of Pentacles, that's talking about, you know, having abundance. So I think that they just might be worried that like they won't be able to provide for you, you know, like maybe they could be a bit materialistic, or they might feel like they have to have enough money to have a girlfriend or boyfriend, to have a significant other. They might feel like they need to reach a certain point in their time, you know, or they might feel like they have to be fully healed, they have to be just like at a certain point in time in their life, and they feel like they aren't there yet, you know. So they feel like they aren't good enough yet, they feel like they just aren't where they want to be, basically, you know. But I think after they think about it, they're going to realize, okay, you know what, it doesn't matter. So what if I don't have this and this and this and this? I like this person, they like me. Let's build and grow together, you know, instead of individually and separately, basically. But yeah, it'll be a bit awkward, like I said. Like, it will be very awkward. Like, they're going to be like, you like me? What did you say now? They're gonna be like, what? You know, they're gonna be very awkward, you know, like, you know, like, this is the awkward card. They're like super duper duper awkward, just like very like, you know, wow, this thing takes so long to like focus back on me. It's like not even funny. But yeah, and then we've got the enthusiastic card, but they will come around. They will definitely, you know, come back around. Six of Swords upright. Yeah, they might even reject you at first, but then afterwards they'll be like, okay, I like you too. So there'll be rejection in the beginning, and then they'll say, hey, I like you too, basically. Yeah, soulmate in reverse. I think the second time around, like if you ask them the second time, they'll say they like you back, you know. And then the soulmate card will come back in upright instead of reverse, basically. This could definitely be a twin flame of yours. You know, you could be wondering, how does your twin flame feel about you? So I think that right now they are just basically not focused on you. And if you were to come back into their life, they'd just be like really shocked, and they wouldn't believe it. They'd need some convincing, they need to think about it. But then I think that they will come back around, you know, like eventually they'll start like warming up to the idea of like, you know, basically letting you back in again. Which is very interesting. So definitely let me know upon before, if you are with your twin flame, like what's pop and what's good, because that is so interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video right here. I really hope that it resonated. I love you so much, and I will, oh yeah, leave other video suggestions down below as well, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.